Good evening. Several weeks ago, Miss Regina DeVario called me. She was given my name and number by a mutual friend. She understood that I was a patient of Dr. John Brown. I told her I was, and I have a pretty nice-looking scar to prove it. Ms. DeVario said that Morristown Memorial Health Foundation was going to honor Dr. Brown and asked if I would consider sharing my testimony. I told her that I'm not a public speaker, but I feel very blessed and extremely grateful to everyone that took part in saving my life, especially to Dr. Brown, who performed quadruple bypass on me and literally held my heart in his hands. My path to Dr. Brown began in the spring of 2002. I was on bike patrol, and I wish I could say that I was pedaling up a steep hill, but I wasn't. I was on a slight incline when I felt this discomfort in my chest, and I thought, that was different. I slowed down, concentrated on my breathing, and it went away. I got these episodes periodically, then more frequently during physical exertion, snow blowing, mowing the lawn, biking, then even during leisurely walks. In 2007, when my younger sister had a triple bypass, I thought maybe I should tell my wife about this discomfort. Yeah. She was a little annoyed that I waited so long before telling her. She told me I needed to talk to our family doctor to see if I should have a stress test. The doctor gave me a prescription. I never went. I chickened out, thinking what I don't know won't hurt me, but in reality, it could have killed me. In 2008, I was given another prescription. This time, my wife took the prescription and made an appointment with her cardiologist, Dr. Cully. I went for the test. I was all wired up. I got on the treadmill. I thought I looked like the $6 million man. In actuality, I was about the $6 man. I was on the machine for less than 2 minutes when Dr. Cully told me he was stopping the test. There were enough irregularities that I needed to go for an angiogram. I was scheduled for Thursday, December 4th. I asked what could I expect. I was told that if it was just an angiogram, I would be in and out of the hospital that day. If I needed a stent, I would have to spend the night. Worst case scenario, I would need surgery. December 4th arrived, and just a little bit before the procedure, I told Dr. Randazzo that I'm a little concerned because I don't handle needles well, and I have a hard time giving blood. Dr. Randazzo said the procedure was easier than giving blood. I would get some medication. I wouldn't feel a thing. During the procedure, we talked about music for what seemed like only a few minutes when he said, well, we're done. I told him, I said, I thought I was awake the whole time, and I know that time is relative, but it didn't seem like you were in there very long, so it's either really, really good or it's not so good. He said, it's not so good. I said, I was afraid you were going to say that. He said there was places he couldn't get to by stent, and I was going to need a quadruple bypass. I asked if he could wait till after the holidays. He told me he was thinking tomorrow. He asked if I had a surgeon in mind. Prior to the procedure, I talked to someone in the profession, and they told me that if their mother needed open heart surgery, she would want Dr. Brown to do it. I told Dr. Randazzo I heard Dr. Brown was good. He replied, Dr. Brown is very, very good. I said, if possible, I would like to have Dr. Brown perform my surgery. He said he would try to arrange it. By the time I got back to my wife and daughter, Dr. Randazzo had already told them the news. My wife told me that it wasn't what she was hoping for, but she wasn't shocked. But our daughter, Laura, who was a nurse on a telemetry floor, was devastated. I have a very special relationship with my daughter. She's my princess. Dr. Randazzo came in to check on me after his second patient. He said he had spoken to Dr. Brown and that Dr. Brown would stop by to see us. Early in the afternoon, this tall, good-looking guy, wearing scrubs and sucking on a lollipop, comes walking over and introduces himself. I think for a moment my wife and daughter forgot that we were just told I need open heart surgery. I think I did too. Dr. Brown shook my hand, said he'd spoken to Dr. Randazzo, and that he would do the surgery. It was a great sense of relief. He said it was a relatively common procedure. He does a lot of them. And he didn't expect any problems, but there was always that chance. I told him I understood. He had a very calm and relaxed demeanor, and he really put me at ease. He said he couldn't do it on Friday, but he could do it first thing Monday morning. That night we went home. We had a great weekend. We hung out with family and friends. I called some other friends to let them know what was going on, just in case. I told them the operation was on Monday the 8th and I should be out on the 12th. The evening before my procedure, the phone rang and my wife answered. It was Dr. Brown. He was calling to see how I was feeling. He wanted to let us know that he was thinking of us and was getting ready for tomorrow and that we should both try to get some sleep. I thought that this small gesture of kindness spoke volumes. Dr. Brown, I can't tell you how much the call meant to my wife and I. Monday morning, my wife and I, along with our daughter and our youngest son, who came home from college, left the house by 4 a.m. Our oldest boy couldn't be there, and he recently said it was the worst day of his life. To say that the trip was surreal would be an understatement. When it came time to go into the operating room, I told my family I would see him later. My wife was holding my hand. She walked with me to the double doors. She reluctantly let go of my hand. The OR was cold. Dr. Watson introduced himself as my anesthesiologist. And I said, "So, Dr. Watson, all this must be quite elementary for you." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Not original?" He said, "No." I asked if Dr. Brown was here, and he said they were scrubbing up. And I said, "Could you do me a favor? Would you please tell Dr. Brown that I said to have a good day?" From my perspective, Dr. Brown had a very good day. I celebrated my 58th birthday in the hospital. It was a great birthday, and Dr. Brown gave me the best present, the gift of life. Since my operation, I've been fortunate enough to watch our youngest son graduate from the University of Pennsylvania. My oldest boy coached my grandson in baseball and football. Take my wife on my lovely wife on a second honeymoon to Mexico, and just a little over a month ago, on September 25th, I got to see my daughter, my princess, in her wedding gown. I walked her down the aisle, danced the father-daughter dance, gave a toast, and danced all night long. And like the song says, I feel that the best is yet to come. And I owe this to all the people that treated me at Morristown Memorial, and especially to you, Dr. Brown. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.